Hello there. Welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. I do want to apologize again for being very distracted last time. I have made it a mission to not be distracted this time. So hopefully this episode should go a lot more smoother and more cohesive. And last time, what were we even doing last time? Man, I don't even remember. Oh, right, duh. Last time, I found out Sigma was a robot, I guess, with white liquid. Okay. And this time I did not choose a tray, and we're on this long path. Let's see what is going on there. Alright, are you ready? Let's begin. Everyone else is already there when we arrived. Clover and Tenmyoji, Faye and Dio, and of course Alice and Quark. Both seem to be sleeping peacefully. We'd never think to look at them. They'd been completely insane not so long ago. Alright everybody, listen up. I told them how I'd found the #1 bomb in the garden, and how, judging by the numbering on the 2 bombs we've found so far, there's probably a #2 bomb out there somewhere too.
Oh, this is bad. What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate.
I have passwords for #1 and 0.
You see it right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Oh, whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me search you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Chances are whoever planted those bombs is in this room. There's also a good chance they've also got the device we need to deactivate the bombs.
So you're planning to search us for it?
Exactly.
Okay, so last time we had a situation like this, Sig was like, we don't need to do this. I already know who did it. And then he pointed like he was an ace attorney, and then it ended. So I'm wondering if we'll get the information on who did it this time. If so, I'm very curious. I've had that question like lingering in my mind since the very, very start. Thinking. Alright, where's that? I'm so unsure why this one is considered locked. I feel like I do have the information for it. This is when Sigma was impaled by his bracelet after, Dio got his butt. And, he was holding the medicine hostage. And he was like, what can I do in these 5 minutes? And he was like about to die. Or something. And I was like, oh, well, I found out another ending that there is a cure, and what the cure is for the, muscle relaxant. So I figured that would be what would unlock it, but it has not yet unlocked. Which is strange to me. Okay, well. Alright. We are continuing down Sigma's path. Enough contemplating.
But... No buts.
That's a shame.
If you refuse, then I'll assume it's because you've got it and you planted the bombs. Unless you want that, I suggest you cooperate. Clear? Good. Now who's going to be first?
Me.
Huh?
Wait. You only need to search one person. Oh my god, this again? Am I going to be locked out again?
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. Oh, this continues on. What is some of that stuff? Oh, great. Oh my god, if only I'd finished this up in the last episode. Oh my god. Well. Great. Well, you know how it is. I can't know if or when it'll to be continued my butt. So it looks like my only option now, I don't believe I have the information required for this just yet. I might, but if I do, it's not coming to me. So, I'm hoping that this path, which seems to be the only one available to me, will give me answers. And it looks to be Alice's ending. if this is anything to go by right here. Is this the ending where her ghost appeared and betrayed me? I don't even know. Let me run down this path again just to wait for myself. I went through the blue door. That's the crew quarters. Then I chose ally. So I think Alice betrayed me at this point. So at this point, Sigma would have 1 VP. And then we go into the garden, which was with Alice and Luna. And we had another one of these. Then we had the option to ally or betray. Well, looks like it's betray time. Alright, I just had to catch myself up on that real quick. And also, I'm pretty sure this is the path where the woman does not appear in the woman's body, the old lady's body, does not appear in the index room. There's also the whole spiel about the prisoner's dilemma.
30 seconds.
Betray. Right? I feel like it's been a while since I've gone down this path, so let me skim what it said before this. It's not really fair to betray somebody who isn't voting. And then she was smiling. Oh, joy.
Why? What happened to... It's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting. I thought...
There's nothing I can think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I picked betray instead. I almost felt unconscious, like some other part of my mind was making a decision. This is very familiar with the other ending I just got, the bad one, where Sigma's hand got lopped off. Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that had moved my finger to the betray button against my will. Oh great, now I'm an evil spirit. It's called being a completionist, Sigma. Have you ever heard of it? Alright, well, we should go see the results.
Really? We already know what they are. It's just simple math.
Look in her eyes is more painful than any punch I'd ever taken. I turned away and almost ran toward the projector. Anything to get away from his eyes.
Results from round 2. Please.
Alright, let's see. Oh my god. Just a full course betrayal all around. Luna, I hope you're happy. I just saved my own life.
Points have been assigned or subtracted. Please.
It's simple math. Yeah, it's not so simple, is it? What? It was impossible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. How can Alice's vote be betrayed? That's not possible. Alice. She was sitting inside the second room from the left. That should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where did she come from? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move toward us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh?
Girl, what is your deal? What?
Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it, coward?
Me, a coward? You've got some balls saying that to me after you could betray. Why are you even here?
You gave me the antivirus, didn't you?
Oh my god. This woman, I can't deal. I miss Loda. She wouldn't do me like this. I say that with a bit too much confidence, but I have faith. I could win her over.
Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
I saved your life, and you pay me back like this? Oh my gosh.
But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible. I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people, a result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
So you showed up right after we'd gone into the AV room?
Yes, right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
And if you... Otherwise, I would have died. But it's...
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
Oh my god. You're full of shit. Self-defense my ass. You chose betray because you wanted out. You had 6 PP. If I picked ally, you would have had 9. That's what you're trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me. Look, I only have 1 PP. You were this close to murdering me. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so we could escape.
Don't be stupid.
Okay, well, what would you call it then? Look me in the eye. Tell me, what would you call this?
I knew you'd choose betray.
Evidently not. In the other ending. Sorry I'm so sassy today. I'm, like, really heated. I'm usually, like, a lot more chill than this, I feel. But, oh my gosh. I am, like, ugh.
There was...
Tell the truth.
That is the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Fine, Dio.
Yes. If Dio had chosen ally, Phi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen ally, Dio would have killed her.
Yeah, but the difference is they both, on each team, there's a person with 1 point. It would have been in their best interest to both betray. But if it had been someone on one side who did have more points, like Alice here does, then I feel like it would be a bit more reasonable for at least one of them to choose ally. Particularly the one with more points.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
I'm just... You know, it's a bit of a strange feeling when you see these situations and see people act in what... I feel like in the moment it would seem reasonable, like reasonable things to do. Like, as an observer, I can be like, yeah, that's selfish, I would not do that. But in a very stressful situation like this, when you feel like your life is on the line, it is, like, natural urge dictates that you should act in the name of self-preservation when you can, and that would be to try and get out as soon as possible. So even though I can't imagine ever doing this in this situation, I can understand it. I turned to look at the results again. Or I'd only been looking at my own. I didn't realize that there's only one word all across the roster: betray. Whatever trust we'd managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been the boss? Had it been something else? Whatever the reason, if we kept up, we'd never manage to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. You've probably already all figured this out, but you can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together. I might as well have been talking to a wall.
My apologies, Sigma, but I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
Hey.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my... Sorry.
I'm
Well,
gonna
in that
apologize for
case-
cutting them off. I'm just thinking right now. Where do we go from here? Alice has recovered. Nobody's trusting each other. There's... bombs. I mean, that's nothing new. But... what is there to be done? Like Sigma said, something has to change. We have to stop betraying each other or we'll never get out of here. I only voted betray because now I knew what would come if I chose ally. I would have died, and Alice would have gone free. That's not how it should be. I want us all to get out of here together. I don't think it'll be this one, though.
Yeah, sorry.
Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit. Man, if you're watching this and actually listening, I'd appreciate hearing what you think you would do in this situation. Like how you would vote, how you would act, how you'd interact with the other people. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be the same people in the game. It could be a different group of people that you don't know at all. I'm not sure. I would hope... I'd hope I would be considered a decent teammate. I don't feel like I'm very smart half the time, but, you know? And at least give you my word that I'll never betray you. Unless... Actually, no. Man, I don't even know. I'm weak. I'm too weak for this.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here. Come on, Clover. Let's go.
Hold on! I'm coming! Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
Watch them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alex back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it. Do you think they're going somewhere to kiss?
Everyone's gone.
You aren't going to leave too?
No,
Are you sure? They chose betray.
I know, but I still believe in you, Sigma.
Oh my god, Luna. I love you so much. Please don't hurt me. I can't take anymore.
I think your hand must have just slipped or something.
Oh my god. She is literally so mean, and I'm very scared she'll turn out bad. Ah. Oh my god. Like, my friend and I were actually talking about this. About bad drivers. And my friend was saying that on the road, if people are, like, having issues, they make up, like, headcanons for them. Like, that it's their first day driving, or that they're having a bad day, and that's why some bad drivers act the way they do. To make, to make them feel better about it. And I do the same thing. I don't drive yet. I'm working on it, finally. But, I do that, like, with everyone. I try to make, like, some sort of excuse in my mind for them. And even though, like, Luna obviously is like, oh, your hand must have just slipped, even though she saw what happened. No, it's too real.
Right?
My chest hurt, and when I blinked, I felt something hot and wet prick the corners of my eyes. So, if Sigma's a robot, how's he crying? What does this mean? Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of the doors closing echoed through the warehouse. Boy. Yep, star keys. As many times as you want, huh?
Yes, does that means we can keep playing?
Right, this is-
Sigma? Could you show me your bracelet?
Yep, it's not changed at all, but
Do you
sure.
remember what Zero Jr. said?
Oh, this is about colors. Get off my screen, you little rat. Yeah, I remember. Let's see here. Sorry. I should not have, been so insulting to rats as to compare that thing to one of them. I'm a cyan pear. What about you?
I'm a magenta pear.
Well, we'll be apart next time, which is so sad. I want to be with you. Wonder what the others are.
We could be anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
We've got about 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. So what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah, physically and emotionally. I really don't like how this is going. It won't matter how many times you repeat the AV game if nobody trusts anybody else. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Yeah, but we've already got something like that. We all want to get out of here. It seems like a pretty clear goal to me, but everybody chose betray. Including me. Yeah, I think Luna's talking about, like, a different thing. I'm wondering if it's going to be, bombs. Like, finding who set the bombs.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
An enemy?
Yes, a common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Quark the Excelsior. Yeah, that might work. Oh my god, oops. There's like just fumbling all over my words there.
Right.
But how do we figure out who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues, huh? That's right, the memory card. I pulled it out of my pocket and held it out toward her.
What's this?
I told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what's on it, though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
Oh,
There's one in the infirmary, isn't there?
I guess we can't really use it then. Oh, wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
Huh?
Yes, I remember. The infirmary.
Yes!
I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with Theo and Quark.
Alright, girl. You and me. We're a team to the end. Please don't die.
There was a memory card just like that one.
And
Yes, I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.
what if it was, like, a trap? Like, someone set it there on purpose. To be, like, to frame someone else. Luna and I exploded into the infirmary, nearly running into Alice, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Quark was there as well, of course, but it was just as we'd left him, asleep on the bed.
What are you doing here?
None of your business. I opened my mouth to retort, then thought better of it. If I really wanted people to start trusting each other, well, real change starts at home. I thought this said thrashing each other. As quickly as I could, I explained the second bomb and the memory card, and how we'd come to the infirmary in hopes that we could discover the contents of the ladder.
Okay.
Then stick it in already!
Clover. You can't be saying that. Especially not in front of Sigma. You know how he is.
Go ahead.
Right. Okay. Just as Luna had said, there's a small slot under the screen, exactly the right size to fit a memory card. Within moments, the screen was filled with what appeared to be random letters. What is this? I think I saw this in, like, my flashback thing. This must be that we're on the right path, right? It has to.
6 rows, 22 letters each.
It looks like the odd rows use one set of letters, and the even rows use another set.
Yeah, I noticed that too. They all start with, wait, hold on. Oh, it's just repeating. It's 2 different ones repeating.
In other words, the first 2 rows just repeat.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was like, at first I thought it was just the first few letters and the first last letters, because I just kind of blanked out the whole middle section. Is this some kind of code or something?
It doesn't look random to me. I think there might be a pattern. I just don't know what it is.
Are these the 2 other, codes we need?
was there anything else on there?
No, it doesn't look like it.
So all we get is this gibberish. Hey Alex, you haven't said anything for a while. What's up?
Does any of this look familiar to you, Clover?
What do you mean?
Have you seen something like this before? Maybe during your training?
Training?
This is...
So you do recognize it.
All right, knock it off, you two. How about you share it with the rest of the class?
Alice sighed and stretched her neck from side to side.
I believe this is an encoded message from a terrorist organization.
What?
They call themselves the Myrmidons.
Oh my god, was it Dio this whole time? I was trying not to blame him because it would be too obvious. But if it was him, that's just crazy. But it also unfortunately does make sense considering... Just considering. Okay. Okay. And I also did see in that flashing screen thing that there was one frame of Dio holding something. And I did think it might be associated with the bomb stuff. Like in my head, I was like thinking that maybe this was to do with him, but I also just have a grudge against him, and I didn't want my personal biases to interfere in that. But again, this isn't necessarily proof that he did it. I want to wait and see. Myrmidons. For some reason, I feel like I'd heard that name before.
What are the Myrmidons?
Put simply, they're a bunch of thugs who are trying to destroy or dismantle most of human civilization.
So this thing we're looking at, you think it's theirs?
Well, they have a number of different codes, but I do think this is one of them.
Then the bomb?
It was said by one of the Myrmidons, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, I can't say for sure, of course, but it seems likely.
If it is him, where the heck is he keeping them? I mean, I could actually say that for the rest of them. They seem like relatively big bombs. I don't know, like, the actual size of them, of course, but, like... Anyway. Oh, damn, I've got a ton of questions for you. But let me start with this one. What the heck does that thing say?
I don't know.
What?
How am I supposed to decode it? I don't have the key. Without a key, it would take literally hundreds of years to decode.
Have this. I'm pretty sure Gio gave me, this one. Right here. At the bottom left. Oh.
What about you, Clover?
Well, if Alice doesn't know how, I sure don't.
See.
Not much we can do then. We can come back to that code stuff later. I've got another question. Alice? Clover? Who the hell are you? Why do you know about this code?
That's...
You told me your job was to eliminate enemies of the state, or something like that. Just what the hell kind of a job is that? I think it's time you told us what you do.
Sorry, but I can't.
Why not?
Because you might be one of them. You might be the person who set the bomb.
That's idiotic. Of course I'm
Really? And where's your proof? For all I know, you're my enemy. I can't tell you anything.
not. As much as I'd like to say she's being unreasonable, she's really not. It will be hard to really, feel confident enough to confide in someone until we actually get the culprit apprehended. So I just hope that in this ending, you'll tell me after we figure out who did it. I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. I'm your friend. I just want all of this to get out of here. Us. Just please tell us. Please. We need to find out who did this so we can all escape. We have too little information. We need your help. If you won't tell us about yourself, then just tell us about the Myrmidons. What else do you know about them?
I'm sorry.
Before I could blink, she'd leapt up and run out of the room. Hey, wait, Alice! I took off after her.
How long are you going to keep following me?
Until you tell me what you know.
Then why don't you just ask Clover?
Clover?
You already know she works with me.
Well, yeah.
Then why don't you...
I wanted to hear from you.
Why?
It's a good question. Remember the crew quarters for this garden? We got paired up for 2 separate rounds. That means I spent more time with you than anybody else here. Maybe that's it. I guess I'm just curious about you.
What are you talking about?
She spun around to hide it, but I caught a flush of red on her cheeks. It's crazy. It's wild, man. You walked down the path to where it ended next to the pond. Now is now our time to sit and have a nice romantic conversation. I stayed silent. Ella sat down on the bench. We gazed at the smooth surface of the pond for several long minutes before she began to speak.
You don't hate me?
Oh. We don't even get to sit next to her this time. We just kind of stand here awkwardly. What? Why?
I tried to kill you.
You mean the AB game?
Yes. I was so scared. Who wouldn't be? Kidnapped and locked up, forced to play some sort of bizarre game.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking about this earlier, how you don't really think rationally in these situations. You have to think with, like, your goal as a living thing is to keep yourself alive. In a situation like this, you'd do anything necessary, wouldn't you?
And then we found that bomb. I know I probably sounded calm, but as soon as we found that thing, all I wanted to do was run away from it as fast as I could. Things just went downhill from there.
What do you mean?
I remember hearing that Quark had collapsed and running to the infirmary with everyone else. When I got there, I realized I couldn't understand what anyone was saying. And everything looked... I don't know how to describe it. It was like watching a video on fast forward, only it was real. Then I started to feel like... It's hard to explain. I guess you could say I didn't feel like I was myself, and it only got worse.
That was probably the Radical Six.
Yes, I think so. I don't remember much after that, but when I woke up in the infirmary, suddenly all that fear was back. So all I could think about was getting out of this place as fast as I could. It never even crossed my mind that it could kill you.
Yeah.
God help me, even if it had, I don't think I would have cared.
Well, you know, honestly, that type of honesty is... It's not pleasant to hear, but I appreciate it. What is this dramatic music then? What the heck?
See? I'm horrible. You hate me, don't you? Just do it!
What? Do what?
Kill me! Get it over with!
What the hell, Alice? I'm not going to kill you. I don't even hate you.
You're lying! I could have killed you! I would have killed you!
Come on, calm down. No one's killing anyone. A single tear rolled down Alice's cheek. Then another, and another, leaving shining lines across her face. When I reached out, I saw her tense just slightly. What is happening in this scene right now? Slowly, I brushed my thumb across her cheek and off, taking her tears with it.
Why are you doing this? You know, you kind of remind me of my father.
Wow, thanks, man. That's who you're after, right? The people who killed your dad?
Yes.
Did they have anything to do with the Myrmidons?
Will you promise not to tell Clover that I cried?
Huh, come on.
If you keep your mouth shut, I'll tell you what you want to know about myself and about the Myrmidons. Deal?
Sure. My lips are sealed.
Really?
What crying? I don't remember any crying.
Good. All right, then.
Oh god. It's time for me to take a deep breath and begin, I guess. And some water. I'm having some chest pains, by the way, so I might have to end this recording a bit early if they get really bad. It's nothing too severe, and they should pass on their own. But it just happens sometimes, and if I get too uncomfortable, I may have to end, but I will really try not to, okay? I'll try and hold it. I'll hang in here. Alice took a deep breath and began. My father is Egyptian, but my mother is French. They met while my mother was in Egypt on vacation, and married shortly thereafter. When I was 3, we all moved to the US. My father was a scientist, and his field was cloning. He was recruited by an American lab, which is why we moved. Both of my parents had used English around me from the time I was born, so I didn't have any problems adapting to life in the United States. By my 9th birthday, we'd been there for 6 years. That was when it happened. In the middle of the day, my mother showed up at school. Oh, this is that flash I saw. So I really must be on the right track then. Her eyes were red and puffy, but she didn't say anything to me on the drive home. When we arrived, there were several policemen there to meet us. My father had always been a very punctual man, and when dinner time came and went with no sign of him, even I began to realize something terrible had happened. It wasn't until several years later that I finally learned the truth. My father's lab had been attacked by terrorists and he'd been kidnapped. The rest of my childhood, my mother raised me by herself. I didn't realize it then, but it must have been incredibly difficult for her. As a single mother alone in a country where any relatives are a transatlantic flight away. She did her best not to let me see it, but every so often, when she thought she was alone, the mask would fall away, and in every line of her face I could see exhaustion and loneliness. As much as I missed my father, it was those moments that made me wish more than anything that he'd never been taken. Fortunately, I was an excellent student and did especially well in math. I earned a full-ride scholarship straight out of high school, spent the next several years studying. After graduation, I took a job at the Department of Defense, hoping that they might have the resources to help me look for my father. I was immediately assigned to the Special Office of International Security. Their purpose is to investigate and sometimes deal with terrorist organizations and other serious threats to the state. I could tell my mother wasn't happy about my decision, but she chose to remain silent about it. Eventually, I learned that the terrorist organization that had taken my father was none other than the Myrmidons, although at the time that name didn't mean anything to me. They were suspected of human cloning. Specifically, it was thought that they had been using cloning techniques to copy their most useful members and expand their ranks. The Myrmidons apparently believed that they could use cloning to create a new race of humans. Now, at last, I knew the reason for my father's abduction. The commander of the Myrmidons is a man named the Left. We know his name and his gender, but not his appearance or his age. There's that symbol again. I was going to check that, Snake's robes in the last one, but I just did not. I completely forgot about it after the episode ended, but seeing it right in front of me again, I'm like 70% sure that's the same symbol in those robe things in 999. Myrmidons are closely associated with a cult known as Free the Soul. We believe that Free the Soul provides their funding. Trying to pin any kind of misdeeds on the cult's leader, a man named Brother, is like trying to nail Jello to the jewel wall. Well, let me check. Okay, I think I was misremembering the story a little bit. At first I thought Free the Soul and Myrmidons was like almost one and the same. they were both like the same cult in my mind. And so, Left and Brother are two separate people. Isn't Brother actually Left's brother? Or am I misremembering what Dio said in his ending? Brother is supposed to be fairly advanced in years. Everyone would say he's so old he can't even get out of bed. Unfortunately, his mind seems to be as sharp as ever. Okay, actually, I believe, Free the Soul, if I'm remembering correctly, Free the Soul is like the larger group, and Myrmidons are like the elite, like soldier type, people, group, within the cult, if that is correct. At that point, I hit a wall. I knew the Myrmidons had been behind my father's kidnapping, but that was all I could learn about them. Then one day, I got a tip that some of them were hiding in a building in the Nevada desert. I headed out immediately. Oh my god, this picture with her feet out and everything, bruh. On the way there, my car had some engine trouble and stalled out. I was trying to decide what to do when an SUV appeared out of nowhere. By the way, who would dress like this? Girl, you are barely covering anything. Are you seeing how that thing is like floating in the wind? How is it like in your butt crack? Never mind. It's like this is like a pet peeve of mine when people have like vacuum sealed looking clothing. Like, what is that? I'll give you one guess who was behind the steering wheel. Clover. That was the first time we met. There were 4 other people in the car with her. When I asked them what they were doing, I just got what was just about the last answer I'd expected. They told me they'd been locked up inside of the very building I'd been on my way to investigate, and that they were currently in pursuit of the people who had kidnapped them in the first place. My priorities shifted very quickly. After a short discussion, I convinced them to allow me to come along. How would you do that? Is there any room in this car? My hope was to find the people they were chasing, but certain were Myrmidons. In the end, however, we were unable to track them down. In fact, I still don't know where they might have gone. Oh my god, do you think she sat on Lotus's lap? That would be badass. Eventually, I took Clover and her companions to SOS headquarters. They decided that involving the police would only complicate things. After some questioning, it was determined that the people who had instigated this particular event were not connected to the Myrmidons. We did, however, discover that the mysterious disappearance and subsequent reappearance of several children 9 years ago was connected to Free the Soul. There was also a 6th person in the SUV, although they weren't riding in it per se. Oh yes, Ace in the trunk. A middle-aged man, who I just call H for now, Hongo, had been bound and placed in the trunk. According to the other 4, he had been behind the disappearance of the children 9 years earlier. We also learned that his pharmaceutical company, a major player on the world stage, was effectively controlled by Free the Soul. Interesting. So they weren't there was a bigger fish all along. More specifically, I suppose, H was a member of Free the Soul and very committed to their cause. So why had he kidnapped all those children? Apparently he had been part of an experiment designed to test the ability of certain people to access what's called the morphogenetic field. I don't imagine you've ever heard of it before, so I'll try and give you a quick rundown. Okay? So, I actually do know this, so I might summarize this instead of reading it out. Actually, I will just read it out. Why not? Simply put, these people can access a sort of field that allows their consciousness to resonate with the consciousness of other people. To be honest, it might be simpler to just call it telepathy. SOIS had heard of this particular ability before, and had actually used it in a number of investigations, so I wasn't surprised to learn of its existence. I was shocked, however, to learn that these experiments had been carried out by a member of Free the Soul. If that was the case, then Brother must have known about it. The thought of him discovering a way to control and harness that power was terrifying. It wasn't too long after the incident in Nevada that another tip about the Myrmidons had crossed my desk. This time it claimed that the Myrmidons intended to launch a large-scale biological terrorist attack. My bosses decided that we needed more agents to deal with a threat of that magnitude, and Clover was recruited. Because she'd been a test subject in H's experiment, we knew she had the ability to access the morphogenetic field, and we wanted to put that ability to use. After several months of training, she was sent on her first mission. She'd be tasked with the infiltration and investigation of a Myrmidon cloning lab. I was assigned to be her commanding officer. I hope that I hope that our investigation might also give me a lead on my father's whereabouts. At last, I had a chance to find out what had happened to him. I wouldn't let that chance pass me by. Perhaps that was what kept me from noticing the truth. The whole operation was a trap. The lab was fake, and Clover was captured almost immediately. I got there as fast as I could, but when I arrived, the building was only an empty shell. All the conspirators who had pretended to be researchers in the light had already fled. I searched frantically for Clover until at last, in a basement room, I found her. She had been tied to a chair, but on the floor next to her was another body. It was my father. He looked as if he'd just been dumped there, and when I got to him, his body was already cold. It was covered in dark, ugly bruises. It wasn't until later that I learned he had died from ruptured organs and internal bleeding. They had beaten him to death. As soon as Clover had been captured, a Myrmidon in a mask had come to visit her. He'd said that unless she wanted to end up like my father, she would leave them alone and tell her masters at the SOIS to do likewise. In retrospect, they must have known who I was and who my father was. That was why they'd killed him. Perhaps they'd thought they were sending a message to me, or they thought that once he was gone, I'd lose my reason for chasing them. You're very, very wrong. I took Clover with me and left. I tried to console myself with the fact that I had at least been able to save her. Sometime later, I received a call from the coroner. He told me there was something I needed to see. There in the morgue was my father, cold and pale on a steel table. I could barely stand to look at him, but the coroner insisted. On his arm were 2 rows of numbers comprised of 8s and 9s. It took me a moment to recognize my father's handwriting. He had carved them into his own skin. On his chest was another message, with 3 letters this time, not numbers. Not many, just enough to make a short sentence. I love you, Alice. I broke down crying right there in the morgue. They're the first tears I'd shed since the operation had started. There's no stopping them. There'd be no forgiveness. For the monsters who put my father through this. They destroyed my family. I'd make them pay, even if I had to die to do it. At night I made a promise to myself. I would avenge my father. It didn't take long to figure out that the numbers he'd written were latitude and longitude. They pointed to a chemical factory that had been disguised as an abandoned building. Further investigation revealed that it was the motherlode we'd been looking for, the headquarters of the Myrmidons. I think my father must have known how things would turn out. Knowing he was going to die, he'd written the directions to our enemy's fortress on his own body. He'd sacrificed too much for me to waste this opportunity with recklessness. This time, our operation would succeed. This time, it wouldn't let my excitement put Clover or any of my agents in danger. So we took our time. We gathered information, we did our research, and we planned. Finally, we were ready. December 25th, 2028 was going to be the day we finally set foot inside the Myrmidon stronghold. But then, on the 22nd, only 3 days before the operation was scheduled to begin, a man in a gas mask appeared. So you inhaled that gas, passed out, and woke up here in the AV room?
Yes. Well, there it is. Everything that's happened with the Myrmidons and me. I left a few of the details out, of course, but you get the idea.
Yeah, thanks. She gave me a saucer smile and stood up.
We should go back.
Not yet. I sure explained a lot, but there's still one big question.
Which is?
Who here is a Myrmidon? One of us planted the bombs. And based off the code we found, it's pretty clear that person is a Myrmidon. Right?
Yes.
And I agree that we need to figure out who they are.
What do you propose we do?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Do you have any clues?
Clues? Well, if I could decrypt that code, it might tell us something, but...
How can we do that?
I told you, we need a key. Without that, it's pointless.
What's a key?
A key is a key. It allows you to sort of unlock a code. Myrmidons usually use this huge string of numbers as a key.
Wait, a long string of numbers? Could that be... Oh my god. That was on that briefcase, laptop thing. Hold on. Wait, I'm checking something. Checking something? Hold on. Wait. I have a picture of this on my phone. Yes. Okay. Nice. Even though I didn't have to actually use it, I do have a picture of it. So it's good to confirm to myself that I have indeed seen this. I'm so glad. Whew.
What the hell?
Yeah, we probably look so suspicious now that we just pulled that out of nowhere. She probably thinks we're the bad guy now. That's almost as surprised as she was. Numbers had just kind of appeared in my mind, and I was saying them before I knew what I was doing. Alice looked at me incredulously, and I stared back.
Wait, can you say that again?
I'm not saying that.
That's 198,449,351 to the third power.
Girl, what? Are you like one of those human calculators or something? What?
That number you just told me. Prime factor decomposition on that number gets you 198,449,351 to the third power.
You're talking about reducing an integer to a series of prime numbers that you multiply together to get it, right? Am I speaking a different language right now? What does this mean? let me take a sip. Integer. That's like a number, basically. There's a series of prime numbers. I know what prime numbers are. You multiply together to get it, right? What the? Okay. Like if you have 30, then you get 2 times 3 times 5, right? Oh, okay. So I do remember doing this in school, I believe. Seeing it laid out like that makes it make more sense.
Exactly. You probably learned that in junior high, right?
Oh my god, thank god I recognized it after Sigma gave an example, or else I'd have looked really stupid. So you're saying that, squinting. Hold on. 198,449... Wait. No. 198,449,351 is a prime? Oh my god. The lack of commas there was screwing me up. Oh my god, what the... And if you multiply it by itself 3 times, you get that big number?
Yes.
Don't tell me you just did all that in your head.
I did do all of that in my head. Simple mental arithmetic.
Girl, what? What? No way. That's impossible.
I told you. I'm better at math than most people.
It's not better at math.
Look at you. You just recited a huge string of numbers. That seems pretty astounding, too. Where did you find that number anyway?
I didn't know what to say. What would I tell her? That it just came to me?
Can't tell me, huh? Fine. I'm pretty sure that's the key to the code, though. I know the Myrmidons use prime factors for their keys. And there aren't a lot of 25-digit numbers that turn out to be the third power of a prime number. I think there's a very good chance that number you memorized was specifically created by someone.
Uh-huh. Or, could you explain that with small
Well,
words?
look at the prime factors of your number. 198,449,351 to the third power. I think that's our hint for cracking the code. You still don't get it? Try to remember the code we saw in the infirmary. What did it say on the monitor?
I think the first row was... How is Sigma remembering this?
On the second row?
I think. And they just repeat.
Wow, you've got a pretty impressive memory.
Yeah, Sigma does. I do not.
We could really use someone like you back at the...
Well, keep going. How do we decode that?
You use 198,449,351 to point you to the right letters.
How do we do that?
Well, the first number is 1, so take the first letter. The next number is 9, so go 9 letters over from the first one. Then 8 from that one. Just keep going until you get something. Make sense?
I ran over what she'd said in my head. The prime number Alice had given me was that number. So what would we get if we picked out letters like she'd explained? The first letter would be C from the top left. Then you'd move 9 to the right, which would give you O. And 8 more to the right. Eventually we'd get a word. That word was... What? What do you mean fail and the game is over? The code sheet won't be displayed when you input your answer, so it won't be wise to solve it now. Oh, it would be wise to solve it now. What? What the hell? I still don't even understand what the instructions are. Hold on, I'm taking a picture of this so I have the number. They're giving a lot of warnings here. Oh my god. Alright, let me double check that It didn't just change the number for me. 198 449 351. Okay, yes. Oh my god, what even? Oh crap. I don't remember. I don't know what they meant. I can't get out of here either. Oh my god. Help me. Oh, I might have to look up a hint for this, but knowing that I'll probably just stumble upon the answer. But I really do not want to have to slam my head into the wall until it's a game over. Oh my god. Hold on. I have no idea what to do here. Like, it's just not clicking for me. Okay. I managed to pull up, like, it looked like a transcript of the scene, which should help me. So I'm looking now, and it says the first letter would be C on the top left. You need to move 9 to the right, which would be O. And it also shows a screenshot. So I'm looking at it. So the first letter is C, and then 1, 2, 3. Let me save this image, so I can zoom into this, because I do want to... Oh, actually, yeah, my picture that I took kind of crops out some of the letters out, so it's good that this image was available for me to look at. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I got you. So, it would be CO, I believe. Alright, so I'm going to try it going 8 now from O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. M. And then 4. 2, 3, 4. Is it computer? Let me try that. Computers? Okay, well I tried. Well, I have comp so far. Alright. Alright. Now I need to go 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. Is it completed? Oh my god. I like how it said clear instead of completed on that screen. Okay, I'm really glad that I was able to find the actual images I need, like the image of the letters and stuff, and a transcript of the instructions again, because just being able to see and read it again really helped me. I'm really annoyed that I couldn't go back and like check the instructions. Okay. I did it! That's a really bad password though. Completed. That's it. That's the answer.
Completed? Are you sure?
Yeah. I did exactly what you told me to do, and the word I got is completed. Well, actually it's completed, completed, completed. The code and the letters repeat every 2 lines. It just repeats.
Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you.
This is actually insane that somehow Sigma managed to do this all in his head. Also, now that I know how the code works, it's really bad. I mean, I guess with the math and stuff you have to do is not as bad as like a decryption thing as it could be, but man. Once I knew how to do it, it was very simple. It just took some time. I'm definitely certain.
Alright then. I wonder what completed is supposed to mean, though.
Like what? Aside from the obvious you mean? I'm guessing here it means mission complete. So that's what the transmitter is for.
Huh? What are you talking about? What transmitter?
We've seemed so suspicious, Sigma. I barely even heard her. Suddenly my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. Oh my god, you know that? You know that image with like the Wojak holding the gem up? This makes me sound like an insane person. I'm so sorry. Okay. Decode the code. Okay. And we have a couple more scenes left in this ending. I'm not sure if they'll be short or long, but we'll see. Sigma just had a brain blast. This is my first, like, actual non-game over ending, by the way, which was insane.
My sacred mission is at last complete. With these two hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
Was it really him? Was it really just the obvious answer? Oh my god. This is what I get for trying to have any sort of faith in a guy like him. Damn it. Why hadn't I realized it before? I could remember a series of numbers, but not this. At last, at least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons. Not just any member, he was their leader. It meant he had to be the one who planted the bombs.
Hey, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Then answer my question. What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter?
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely, she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons.
Yeah, I saw this one coming. If I was, you really think I'd revealed myself like this?
Point.
Out of nowhere, Clover appeared.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. We're all down in the Floor B warehouse. Well, all of us but Luna and Quark.
Why?
We still got 45 minutes until the white doors open.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. I thought you, Kay, and Quark didn't know about the white doors.
Tenmyoji told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were. So we all followed him down to the Floor B warehouse.
I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna?
Yeah. Anyway, when we showed up, Phi and Kay were already there. Well,
So?
all of a sudden, Phi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
What?
Why? Did something happen?
According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Even though Tenmyoji only had one BP, I had chosen Betray. Well, yeah, she also has one BP. And they also chose Betray, so like, what's the point here? They started to fight, and since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged in too.
That seems odd. Phi only had one BP too. Her choice seems like a perfectly valid defensive move.
Ugh, just come with me. Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
Okay, okay. Come on, Alice, let's go.
Coming!
Alright, girlies, let's go. On this weird loop. Here we are. Warehouse B. All four of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. I felt like I'd stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even the smallest spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight with his hand balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lips, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room. Clover, tell me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid. You need to knock it off.
Stupid? What about this is stupid?
A lot.
We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick.
You know, but yelling at each other isn't going to solve your problem. The best thing for us to do right now is to trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree?
Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. I told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave Quark alone.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray? Did you even think that through? What? I was supposed to pick Ally? If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Please, that's enough from both of you. Sigma's right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Perhaps. But I...
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
He said, I think that's better than nearly killing someone. Ah, god damn it. Enough already. I roared with fury, and my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. Everyone fell silent. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There's only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares by Soldier Dawn. See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
What? Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
Well, spit it out then.
Please, explain what's going on here.
I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
What?
You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say Dio's mouth. That was no horse.
What are you on? You think I set those bombs?
Yes, I do.
Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just saying a fact.
Oh yeah? Where the hell'd you get that fact?
Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone would be enough to make Dio confess. He'd just play dumb. He was good at it, and I'd get nothing. It meant I was going to have to trick him. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
Free the Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company?
Don't play dumb, Dio. Should I call you Left? Brother ordered me to come here. To keep an eye on you. It was quick, but for just a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I left on that moment of weakness, like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable. Admirable, even. But perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I can remember. I told Dio about Brother's background and how his younger brother Left had been murdered. I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. So, still not convinced? How about this? Not reading that out loud. You know, a little prime factor decomposition on that and you'll get this number to the third power. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
What? No, that's not possible.
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. It seems our wise and noble brother didn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
No! You're lying!
I assure you, I'm not. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and call him yourself with your transmitter?
No! No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission! Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he...
Huh? Sorry, what was that?
Said! Why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
I grinned.
Wait. What the hell? Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, Dio. I've never even seen Brother.
What the hell was all that? How did you know all those things?
No. Maybe I was divinely inspired?
Don't give me that shit!
What's going on?
What are these Myrmidons?
Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Tenyoji quickly explained to Fi and Kay about the memory card and the number 2 bomb. And about the code we found that was a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons. That is one long sentence. Oh my god. I mean, you can get away with that in most
So
visual
you mean
novels,
to
because you're
say
just
someone
reading
from the
them
Myrmidons
in your head.
planted the bombs?
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Yep.
Bastards. I'll never forgive you.
I heard a low, furious muttering behind me and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl.
I am going to kill you!
Her voice rose to a scream as she charged toward Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket. Oh my God,
Whoa
what's the thing?
there. I like my women a little feisty. But you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Exactly. And I assume you know what happens if I press this button?
Yes. I think I do. I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct. And there's one more, too.
No. There are 4 bombs?
Exactly. I've planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3. But there's also one more, bomb number 0. Add all that up and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those go off and it's all over. That's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah, clones.
I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
Let's go, Clover. Show him all that training wasn't for nothing.
Huh?
Oops. What did she say? I said, oh yeah, right. If I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
Die, you bastard! Yeah!
To the back. She left him. She roared and leapt for Dio, Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face, and as he dodged, Clover spun out from behind her. Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand.
Clover, get him! Right!
Sigma, catch!
Huh? Before I could respond, Clover had thrown the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest. Man, we would all just be dead in that situation, because I cannot throw or grab anything. So bad at it.
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! Still let go of me, you asshole!
Bruh, really? You just threatened to kill us all with a giant bomb explosion. What are you talking about, man? Okay. Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. He just looks like a limp fish here. What is... Bruh. Girl. His arm is like right between... Never mind. Strangely though, once they had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in the mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered? I somehow doubt this. Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? It didn't feel right. I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What?
Ha! Serves you right.
What are you laughing at?
You! Her! All of you! God, you're stupid.
What? Why?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off. We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
How long do we have?
About 30 minutes.
30
Great.
minutes.
Oh no.
My condolences.
What can we do to stop them?
I told you that already. First, we need the device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey Alice, who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business.
Oh, what the?
Fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
Boo-hoo.
Of course. That's the plan.
Please, stop!
Just tell me what I want to know.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's in my coat. The right-hand pocket.
Clover, check it out.
Right.
She nodded and started digging through his pockets. Just take his whole clothes off at this point. Even his underwear. Nothing should be hidden. Do a cavity check. After a few minutes.
It's no use. There's nothing here.
Did you lie to me?
No, I swear, keep looking.
Oh, wait. There is something in here.
Clover pulled her hand from his pocket and held it out. Is that pill? Like from medicine?
Hey, what is this?
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
Oh my god, no! Clover, don't listen to him. Oh my god, are you stupid? Girl. I can't help with these people sometimes. Clover frowned and moved closer to Dio, holding the pill out toward him. Suddenly he moved, his right hand snaking out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. I heard a tiny crack as he bit down on it. Almost immediately, he grimaced in pain.
Shit!
What? What was that?
Poison, I guess.
What?
Damn! How could I be so stupid?
His eyes rolled up into his head and flecks of spittle began to trickle out from the corners of his mouth. I grabbed him by the hair and shook. What the hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
Lost it. In my couch. Back home.
Don't screw with me. Well, he's already dying. I feel like he's not going to be open to giving us answers. We're all screwed right now.
Fine, don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
Deactivation. You guys are persistent. Fine, not gonna do you much good anyway. I'll tell you, you only get one. This is the deactivation code for bomb 3.
Alright, boy, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep.
LXQ LHC NMR.
Do I already have one of those? Nope. This is brand new. Right? Put 3 here. 3 B. Start with L. X. Q. Next is LHC. C. And last one is NMR. Oops. NMR, right? NMR. We've never had to remember the big numbers or anything before, but after that whole business with the decoding before, yeah. Okay. What about the other 3? Tell us the other 3. You didn't even seem to hear me.
My body will be a part of the foundation of a bright future.
Man, shut up. His voice was weak and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth.
Such a beautiful world. May brother live in everlasting glory.
Right. Those were the last words Zio spoke. He died with a strange, happy smile.
He only gave us the password for one of the bombs. This is bad. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes. When he told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Yes, the time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
So 25 minutes.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close. So,
yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device.
And they're made into bombs, right?
Right.
we also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3.
Girl, I am getting there. I have 3 of 4. I just need the one for number 2.
Exactly.
Maybe Ju hasn't noticed something.
Hold on, let me check.
Oh crap.
Damn.
That said, she knelt down and quickly checked his pockets and sleeves, then sat back on her heels, frustrated.
He's clean.
She looked pale.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right. I'm on it.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go.
Belle took off at a run, leading to different parts of the building. But all of her searching turned up nothing. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. Oh, crap. And at last, the chromatic doors opened.
Chromatic doors have opened.
Oh, sorry. I read something that made me giggle.
5 minutes remain until chromatic door.
Yep, we're screwed. Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven? Where to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. Oh. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How had we ended up this way? Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. Well, my consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell, only a void. Well, I saw that one coming. I got Alice's end. So, yay! Huh. Well, looky there. This one's unlocked. I might do a little bit of this scene. Let me check how long I've been recording. Go then. Wait.
Huh?
Okay, well I can skip this actually. Alright, yep, there's that. Well, that person is you! Dio!
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, Kay, but can you hold him down?
Well...
It's on him, I promise.
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards.
So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want to know is who set the bombs.
Ugh.
And why are you getting so worked up anyway? If you're innocent, then the search will show that, and I'll look like an idiot.
Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so. What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs?
Because
Just spit it out.
I know about the Myrmidons.
The Myrma what?
I beg your pardon?
No. How do you know that, Sigma?
Oh, that's not all I know. I know about Free the Soul, and I know about Brother.
What the hell are you talking about?
I can tell you the details later. But there's no question that you were the one who set up the
Who
bombs.
the fuck do you think you are? None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are, and I don't know what Free the Soul is, and I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
How do you know he's old? Oh, Dio, tell me, how does that foot taste? Who the Myrmidons are? I don't recall saying the Myrmidons are people. And what about Brother? How would you know his age if I haven't said anything besides his name?
Wait, so he's left? But that means he's a terrorist.
Hold on. I think... Hold on.
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
Left?
I just show that dialogue to my friends. I feel like they get a kick out of it.
Well, looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one. Seriously though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone you two jokers. Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons. My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
AB plan?
What's that?
Well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're gonna die here.
What?
But damn it, no. I leapt toward him.
Whoa there. Better
They
not
used the
come
same
any
exact
closer.
words.
You think I'm not prepared for this? Take one step and it'll be...
Then, that thing you're holding.
It's the detonator.
Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off!
Dio, please calm down. If you press that button, you'll die too.
So, believe me, there's plenty more where this came from.
What?
Now that we've cleared that up, back off! Come on, move it! Go, go, go!
We had no choice. Slowly, carefully, we backed away. Oh my god. All of us except for one. Tenmyoji.
Hey, Grandpa, your hearing gone? I said back off!
No.
You... I'm not screwing around here.
I can see that, so why don't you do it? Go ahead. Press that button.
Tenmyoji?
Oh, something wrong? Hurry it up. I'm not getting any younger. Oh, do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well?
You son of a bitch.
So you were just bluffing?
I'm not bluffing, goddammit. You hear me? I'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. But there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake.
What?
Huh? For just an instant, Dio's eyes switched down to the device in his hand. That was all the opening Tenmyoji needed.
Yeah!
Oh my god. He cried out as he leapt through the air. Tenmyoji's leg shot out, knocking the detonator from Dio's hand. Oh my god, badass. Shit, not good.
What happened?
The detonator. It doesn't have it anymore.
What?
Yeah.
What's happening?
There's a red light on it now.
Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyoji. This is what happens when you try to show off.
What?
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I didn't have time to tell you how it worked.
What are you saying?
Detonator isn't supposed to be separated from Dio. If it is, then the timer on the bombs automatically activates.
Damn, how much do you know? Fine, whatever. Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown. You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
30 minutes.
30 minutes? That's crazy!
Yeah.
How do we stop them?
The emergency deactivation password.
None of us know them, though.
Right, none of us know. But there's someone who does, isn't there?
Okay. I'll give you one, since I'm such a
Please be
swell
number
guy.
2, please be number 2, please be number
The
2.
password for bomb number 2
Yes!
is EQD DYR NTK.
Why does this one have dots in it when the others don't, as far as I know? Okay, anyway. EQD, I'm gonna also draw the lines. Right. 2. B. So much bigger than the other ones. EQD. B. Dot. DYR. And NTK. Alright. I have all of them. All of them! Yes! I feel so excited. This is so thrilling.
Bomb number 2?
But we haven't found that one yet.
Oh? Well, my mistake. Must have slipped my mind. Well, there's nothing you could do anyway. You don't have the input device. Really, it'll be much easier if you all just give up.
Where is the input
Oh
device?
gosh, I wonder.
Where did you put the number 2 bomb?
Shoot, I just can't remember.
You son of a bitch.
Anyway, I think it's time for me to be moving on.
Moving on.
To where?
What, I have to explain everything? To the next world, of course.
No, wait! I threw myself toward Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struck up. I put all my weight on it and kept his arm pinned. Oh, they really love
Shit!
animating this guy struggling and squirming. Bit, concerning on the part of the animators, to be honest.
Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go!
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't going to let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands. I started trying to pry his open.
Hey! I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
By then, the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. I don't know if I read this, sorry. I had to check something. I'll read it again. You get to hear more of my lovely voice. By then, the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I had grabbed to his mouth. Oh, the pill.
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the Soparil.
No! If we put him to sleep, he can't get what we need out of him.
You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this. What are you
Shit.
doing, Luna? Go!
Right.
Oh god.
Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, to show it again, just so we can...
You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead! Tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Whatever.
For God's sake, Luna, shut him up!
Right. Here goes.
Well, crap. Nighty night. As they began to climb off of him, I finally pried Dio's hand open. There it was, just what I expected. A small, unassuming capsule. I didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. I stumbled toward the sink and tossed it into the drain. How much time do we have left?
About 20 minutes or so, I think.
And how much time until the white doors open?
The same.
So, what do we do?
We put in those passwords and stop the bomb.
We searched Dio, but he doesn't have anything that might be the input device.
Well, only one thing to do then.
And that is?
We split up and find it. Unless any of you have another suggestion. A dismal silence filled the room. Even though no one spoke, I could see despair on every face.
All right. No point sitting around until those things actually go off. We've still got a chance. Sigma, you come with me. We're going to have to go look at the number 3 bomb, see if the timer really has started or not.
Right.
All the rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
What?
Why there?
Just listen. Worst case scenario, we'll open the white doors and go through them to wherever they go. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Understood. We will take them to the Floor B warehouse. Once we've done so, we will begin to search for the input device in the number 2 bomb.
Well, I already know where it is. Isn't it
Good.
in the lab?
Thanks. Okay, we don't have much time left.
Or the crew quarters. I know where they are. It's the Guardian, the crew quarters, the lab, and the number 0 bomb. That's the cinch here. We don't know where that is.
Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Alright. If I turned without warning, or waiting, and headed for the door. Is this a long, path, or what? Let me see. It's hard to tell. Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile, then hurried after her. This is gonna be a long one, partially to make up for the very short one yesterday. Please pardon me, I was choking for a second. That happens a lot. Bit unnerving. Crew quarters.
The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So, what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed. Right. We'll just have to split up and look for it. I'll look around here. You go check somewhere else.
Okay.
If we get to T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse. Got it?
I wasn't sure what to say. If we hadn't found it by then, was there really any point in meeting up again?
What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise. You know what they say. Swimsuits never quit.
What? No, that's not a thing. It doesn't make any sense. Besides, why the hell are you cracking jokes right now?
I'm just, trying to show you that life is still worth living.
What?
After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit.
I had to take a moment. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, I am a bit curious. Literally my exact train of thought. Just oh my god. I'm literally no better than this man. I'm probably even worse.
All right. Looks like we're on the same page. Now get moving. We don't have time to stand around.
Fine. Be careful, alright? I checked the time on the bracelet as I headed out of my crew quarters and into the hallway. I just read that a little bit backwards, but it's okay. It wasn't good news. Only 15 minutes. I need to hurry. I broke into a run. Before long, I found myself in front of the infirmary. All too often, what you're looking for is right in front of you. We spent a lot of time in the infirmary, so it seemed kind of fitting somehow that it might have been there all along. Maybe Dio had dropped it there recently. There's no way to know. In any event, I had to start looking somewhere. Luna? You're still here.
Yes. The others are taking the people who are asleep to the white doors. I chose to stay here. I thought you might come back.
Why?
Because the atom is here. I thought you might want to use it. Isn't that why you're here?
Oh, is this the same one ending where I find out where I'm a robot? I totally forgot that was going on, to be honest. Yeah, there is. I mean, yeah, I want to know what's going on with me. It's driving me nuts. Hell, I feel sick. But this isn't the time for that. Being a robot isn't going to mean a lot of it. If I... What? Anyway, if I die anyway.
Oh, why did you come here then?
Isn't that obvious? I'm trying to find that input thing so I can turn off the bombs.
Really?
Yes. Why would I lie?
I see. I seem to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me, so I stayed behind because I thought I might be able to help.
Oh, darling, it's okay. It's okay.
I guess I shouldn't have done that.
We're thinking out of kindness.
I'm sorry. Goodbye.
What? She turned and headed toward the exit. What? Wait. I couldn't just let her leave like that. Sighed. How long would it take?
Not more than 5 minutes or so.
Are you sure? Only 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Analyze my... Okay, sorry. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I lay down on the table. Luna picked up the atom scanner and began to run it across me slowly and methodically. In a few minutes, she was finished.
That's it. You can get up now.
I sat up and hopped off the table. The screen is already starting to show my results. So, what does it say? My eyes were glued to her face, looking for any sign of what the answer might be. She studied the readout for several long seconds before replying.
Well... It says you're not a robot.
What?
You're human.
Why would it say that? I let out a breath I didn't realize I'd been holding. Your relief didn't last long.
But your body isn't entirely human.
What?
You're part machine.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look here. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human.
That's so strange.
They're made out of a titanium alloy. On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's also called ABT.
Why just the arms?
Your arms are cybernetic.
What? What does that mean?
Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one. You see all these root-like things around the titanium bones? Those are artificial nerves. They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arms. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too.
What? No, this is ridiculous. I think replacing my arms with robot ones is something I remember. And I knew they weren't always like this. When I was a kid, I broke my arm when they took an x-ray of it. The doctor told me I had really thick bones, and that I must have done something pretty insane to break them. Yeah, I was thinking, like, haven't you ever had your blood drawn before? When the hell did this happen? Why did somebody replace my arms? This sounds insane right now. This is just so insane. Wait. Okay, let's say you're right, and my arms are cybernetic. Wouldn't that mean I don't have to worry about the bracelet going off?
No, unfortunately, you probably do still have to worry about that.
Why?
The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means they interface with the rest of your body, which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body.
How do you know that?
I just do.
So if our bloodstream, like, is connected, like, you know, the stuff has to go into your bloodstream. Oh my god. Yeah, like, I'm just so confused as to the logistics of this. Like, you know, medicine, or not the medicine, the crap, whatever's in the bracelet, it goes into your bloodstream. Like, it gets injected into you. And it can, well, maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be through the bloodstream, but that just leads to more questions. So if there's only white fluid in the arms, not the rest of the body, how does that work? Like, is the blood stuff, like the arteries, all separate? Are they, like, separate closed-off things? Like, and, what? Okay, whatever.
Yes, you're right, but not everything has an answer. There are some things you just can't explain.
Wow, thanks, girl. Right after I was asking a bunch of questions about the logistics. What?
Don't you know how that feels? How did you know about the garden? How did you know that Dio planted the bombs?
That's,
I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up.
I pressed the buttons on my bracelet and felt my stomach drop. Shit. 1 minute. We've only got a minute left.
Sigma, there's one last thing. I was given very specific instructions.
You're scaring me. You're scaring me. You're scaring me. You're scaring me. I shuddered. Not because I was scared of what was about to happen. Because I was scared of Luna. Yeah. I just felt such immense dread and fear. I don't even know how that happened. She was calm, unnaturally so, like a machine with a human face. You're about to die. How could she be so calm?
Please pay attention. This is very important. You must be sure to remember it.
Remember? I was about to die. I was like... It just hit me. It just hit me. I'm pretty sure Luna's our robot. I know this is like probably a very last second to be coming to this realization, but I just remembered that seemingly random conversation we had in the garden about the laws of robotics. And something that immediately jumped out to me was that robots would not be able to do any harm. And then, just in my mind, I felt this feeling like something clicked. Is that why she never votes betray, and that she only chooses ally? Because choosing betray could potentially cause harm to someone? And the whole thing with how her tone changed, how she said I was given specific instructions.
Should you encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun, remember GTF DML016.
Okay. Is that your identification number, girl? Right. Let me see. I'll add it right here. GTF dash EM dash L E M dash L dash 016. GTF DML 016.
With this key, the first gate shall be open to you.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, this looks like the ID number.
There you go. I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
What? Before she could answer. Okay. Love it! The world exploded with noise and light, and I disappeared along with it. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Great. That was a pretty good ending. I feel like I got a lot of information from that. Now I can see why I had so many requirements. There's Sigmas. I need core sending. I need Phi's ending. And Luna's ending, it looks like. So from here, this has been unlocked. Right? Phi doesn't have an ending. Does she? What is that extra ending spot then? Great. I love it. Well, I will be continuing off from here, I believe. Just in case there is like another information check down here. I do want to try and get through this one as much as I can. This is Tenmyoji's route, where first we ally, and then we ally twice, but we go through the red door, which is what? Lab. The lab. Okay.
What?
Sigma's BP.
Okay. This is all the same. What now?
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand?
Alright. I'm not... Oh my god, hold on. I know I should stop it here. I know I really should, but I can't. I can't.
There's something white on it. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
Whoa. What the hell was that? They have cybernetic arms? It was both shocking and utterly obvious. Of course my arms are artificial. Titanium alloys. What the... What even was that? Just came out of my mouth. Titanium alloy boys. I might put that in the description or something because that's so funny. In this episode of Virtue's Last Reward, may Virtue alloy boys. And then, with an APT exterior to mimic human skin. But I had no idea why. But did I know my human arms, which I distinctly remembered having, had been replaced or ignored? In that flash of Luna I'd seen, I was certain it had never happened. Those things hardly mattered, though. If I survived, I could worry about them later. The fact that my arms were mechanical, however, that might be useful. I caught up all the strength I had left and said one more time. What are you waiting for? Why don't you open it already?
What?
Did I stutter? Open the number 9 door.
Sigma, what are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway.
Then hurry up and...
Hey, don't rush me. Kay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Wanna come with?
I will remain here.
Oh my god, your head is so long. Oh, never mind, it's normal now. Normal as it can be.
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma.
Oh, that's really kind of you, actually. Oh, your eyes are gone. You're back now. Don't worry about me. Go! You have to get outside and call for help.
But...
Do you think Dio will? If he's the only one who gets out of here, there's no hope for the rest of us. You're the only one we can count on.
I understand.
Great! Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
Oh my god. Do you think Sigma is going to put his arm under the door so it gets crushed off? I think I mentioned this super early on, that when I see how slow the door closes and how heavy it is, I think about someone trying to like crawl through and getting crushed by it. If that's what happens, that would be literally insane. I began to move, but it was already too late. Dio grabbed the lever and threw it down. We have to see this long thing. Of course we do.
The number 9 door. It will.
It's been fun. Peace!
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I can. Please. Do not give up hope.
Yeah, I know. Just get going already. But... just you, okay?
Huh?
As you turned to look at me, I crouched. Then, pulling on every last bit of strength my wearied body could supply, I launched myself toward him like a coiled spring. I slammed into his legs, knocking him to the floor and wrapping my hands around his ankle before I could get back up.
Hey!
Oh my god, this is literally right in the junction of the door, it looks like.
What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close! Like, go! Go, goddammit! Let me go!
This is very reminiscent of the scene with Ace and the Snake in the incinerator. He lashed out with his free leg at my head, shoulders, and arms, but I held on. I ignored the pain, tightening my grip with every blow.
Hey! What the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I. As far as I recall, I didn't say anything about letting you escape.
What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot.
Dio began to pull himself along with his elbows, bit by bit, edging closer to the exit. He was headed straight to the door, but the gate was already beginning to close. With only a few feet to spare before it shut, he crawled across the threshold and beyond the door.
Sigma, stop! That's enough!
Please, you have to let go!
The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go!
Alright. See you later, Dio.
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die!
Did you really need to go through all the dramatics? You could have just put your arm in there. I mean, I guess if someone saw that, they would have tried to stop him, so...
You senile old fuck!
What? I'm not that old, right? No. I'm going to live. Now it's gonna look like there's jizz everywhere. Great. Love it!
The number this thing as
Let me see
escape.
what happened. Okay. The announcer's voice grated at the inside of my skull. I felt tired, so very, very tired. I felt my eyes flutter closed, and then nothing. Huh. Well? Probably like, what happened to you?
Sigma! Sigma!
Finally awake, huh?
Where am I? I rubbed my eyes and slid my legs off the bed to stand up. This is insane. Well, to be honest, it was an examination table, not a bed. Which meant... the infirmary, huh?
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out.
You guess?
Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you. But I was in the AB room.
Why?
That bastard Kay. He punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him.
What?
He didn't want me voting, so...
Whoa. And after he knocked you out, he voted betray, which brought his BP up to 9.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So where is he now? Oh my god. Bruh. Come on, man. I just realized. It sunk in what you just told me.
On the other side of the number 9 door. With Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Is your arm okay?
Arm.
I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
I looked down at my left hand. Rather, I looked down to where my left hand should have been. Instead, there was a stub wrapped in white gauze. I told myself I'd do anything to get the cure, even if it meant letting Dio betray me, but I had a feeling I might come to miss my hand. Well, can't you just get a new one? Oh no, man. Alright then. Oh yeah, I was poor.
I'm right here.
Yay, I'm so glad. Look, man, I'm glad you're alright. Feeling better?
Yep, thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio, right? Luna gave it to me and now I'm better. Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma. You saved my life.
It seemed they shared stories while I was asleep. Everyone knew now how I'd made a deal with Dio and about the journal we'd found with Latin in it. Clover and Phi seemed to have done most of the talking.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
I see. Okay. Well, we'll get into those discrepancies next time. Thank you so much for watching. There were huge reveals in this one. I am so excited to see where this goes next time. And I hope to see you then. Bye for now.